Hey everyone, welcome to Craving Something Scary, where it's all horror all the time. Now in this video, I'm going to discuss the recent Instagram post by Matthew Lillard, which has definitely had many people, including myself, thinking about it and coming up with possible scenarios of what it actually means. Now, I'm going to share with you his actual post and then also my thoughts on the possibilities that it could be alluding to, and one in particular that I really hope it's alluding to. So, stay put and let's dive into it. Let's go!
Hey guys, I'm Macher. I played Ghostface in Scream 6, and you're watching Craven Something Scary.
So a couple of days ago, Matthew Lillard had a very interesting post on his official Instagram account. Now he posted this picture, and you can see him sitting here with in front of a sink, obviously a sink there in front of him, and the mirror, and he's getting ready to get into character, perhaps, definitely in the makeup trailer. And then he posted these comments with the picture. He says, "Here we go again. Am I playing a good guy or a bad guy? Hashtag getting old in Hollywood." And there are 3 films listed as currently being worked on. First of all, we've got Five Nights at Freddy's 2, the sequel. Now this one we know from about a month and a half ago, they announced that filming for the project, which was originally slated to begin in the summer, it was going to be summer 2024. They were going to film it this year in the summertime. That was the plan for quite a while. Well, they announced that they moved it down to the fall of 2024. So they are now filming in the fall rather than the summer. So 2 things about that jump out to me. Number one, we can rule that out as far as being the project that Matthews is shown up here to work on. So we know it's not that film. They're not filming in the fall. But number 2, and I just want to, again, it's not like rocket science, but if you put 2 and 2 together, we know that Scream 7, they've announced filming will be the summer of 2024. So they are ramping up to get ready. I've even heard through the rumor mill going around a little bit that they could even begin filming Scream 7 by the end of May. And so obviously we don't have any announcements yet of when they're going to film, where they're going to film. We still don't even have a cast list. But you know how they do these things. Like when we look at the last 2 movies, they pretty much waited. I mean, and then, well, it depends. Some of them, they did wait closer to the filming. But here's what I've noticed from Spyglass is, when they start dumping data, information, it usually drops pretty quick, and they usually either will do a bunch of them like within days apart, or they'll announce them statically but right as they're leading up to the project. So I fully suspect, based on what they've done in the past, the last 2 films, I think we're going to start hearing filming dates, location, cast members, all of those things that we're waiting for. I think we're going to start getting those within the next couple of weeks, because it's literally about to be May. I'm making this video on April the 30th. So we are right at May 1st. And if filming begins even in June, if they start filming in like the first or second week of June, like they did for Scream 6, was originally slated to start, I believe it was June 10th. And then they waited to like the 12th or 13th to start. But if they follow a timeline like that for Scream 6, for Scream 7, like they did for Scream 6, is what I'm trying to say, then we could have filming starting in June and film for 8 or 9 weeks. And if that's the case, then I suspect the month of May is going to be the month of information about Scream 7. So stay tuned. Obviously, make sure you've hit the bell icon here on the channel. Set your notifications to all, because once this starts dropping, it's going to happen quickly, and it can happen at any point in time. And I'll be sure and get those updates out to you as quickly as possible. When I see them come through, you'll be getting them from me as well. All right, so Five Nights at Freddy's 2, that's been ruled out, and it makes you wonder, why did they move that filming to the fall? Now, it could be a bunch of reasons, but it is also a pretty cool coincidence that Scream 7's being filmed in the summer. And if Matthew Lillard is indeed a part of the project, it could have been a situation where he's like, hey guys, I need to do Scream 7 in the summer. And then they're like, no problem, we move it to the fall. It could easily be the case. So just keep that in mind. All right, the next project listed on his IMDb is called One Heart. And this film is, he has a role in it. And it's based on a true story. It's a football movie, but it's already been completed as of a couple of years ago. But to the best of my knowledge, I have researched it, and I don't believe it's been released yet. It was an independent film, and I don't think it's been released, but it's been completed, according to the websites that I've found. So we can mark this one off the list. He is not filming for this movie right now. That's been done. So it leaves us with one final possibility that's a listed project in production, and it's called The Life of Chuck. I've mentioned it before. This is the new Mike Flanagan film that is based on some short stories of Stephen King. And the status right now officially in IMDb is in post-production status. Therefore, if that is correct, that means filming is already done. Otherwise, it would be in production. And it's in the stage now of editing the film, the sound design, all of those things to finish off the film to make it what it is, or what it will be when it's released. So if it's in post-production, and that is accurate in IMDb, if that's correct, we can also rule this out because, it's pretty much done. The only exception to that would be is if there was a reshoot. If there's this thing where Mike says, hey, we need to reshoot this scene. That does happen sometimes. So can't say with 100% confidence that this is not a reshoot for The Life of Chuck. That may be. However, based on what we see here, I just, I tend to think it's probably not. But, I have to mention, I can't say 100% that it's not. So keep that in mind. Now, the other project that's on there is an animated Scooby-Doo movie, which he's been doing for the last 20 plus years, voicing Shaggy. But this one shows completed under production, so we can scratch it off the list. Plus, that was voiceover work, so his appearance, he wouldn't be going to a makeup trailer, getting haircut, whatever they're going to do. That would not be necessary. He would just be going in to do voice work. So can't wait to see the new Scooby-Doo cartoon movie, animated movie. But I think that's safe to say not a factor. So it leaves us with Scream 7, which of course is not listed. and I don't expect that it would be listed under projects right now. And it's being kept secret. You know, we know that Scream 7's being, other than announcing Kevin and Nev and Courtney, it's been pretty much under lock and key. Now, it could also be a different project. It doesn't have to be Scream 7. It could be another project he's working on that's also being kept a secret, that they're not listing yet on his IMDb. It is possible. I wish I could say, trust me, I wish I could say it's 100% him prepping for Scream 7. Maybe they're going to, get started here, doing rehearsals, getting ready to do some stuff. I wish that I could say 100%, but we just don't know that for certain. I'm not one of those content creators that's going to lie to you or deceive you or stretch the truth like you may hear on other places. That's not the case for me. I'm going to always tell you exactly where we're at and what the situation is, and that's what it is. Now, it could certainly be him coming in to prep for Scream 7 filming, but it may not be. The thing is, no one can say it's not for Scream 7 at this point. Just as no one can say 100% that it is for Scream 7. That's where we're at. We can only say it's a possibility. It's a possibility. So I would love to think, of course, he's getting into Stu Macher, his character mode, and he may very well be doing that. And I'll say this, if you're on the Stu train, start packing your carry-on bags as the train is getting fueled up and is on standby as we speak. And now if you're watching this and you're not on the Stu train, it's all good. You're still welcome here, and I appreciate you. However, I just want to say it's not too late to get your ticket as well, to be prepared. So something just to think about after this video. All right, everyone, I'm going to leave it there for now. But I want to know, what do you think about this Instagram post by Matthew Lillard? Do you think he could be prepping for Scream 7? That maybe that's what this is? What do you think? I want to know your thoughts, your ideas about it. And if you have any theories on perhaps what he's working on, if it's not Scream 7, or if you think it is Scream 7. Either way, I want to know by the comments below what you think. So, even as I'm speaking now, as you're hearing this now, start typing your comments and theories and ideas so that I can see where you're thinking or what you're thinking, and we can kind of kick it back and forth a little bit. So let me know, and use your voice. Use your voice by leaving a comment. All right, guys, that's going to be it for this update, but I will be back with more Scream 7 news as soon as it breaks, and other horror movie content as well. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you've not yet done so. And until next time, this is Craven Something Scary, where it's all horror all the time. Thanks for watching.